Hey, welcome to another Mad Chats and Recaps with myself, Steph, and the lovely Tasha.
Hello.
We're
How's it
doing
going?
it's good. It's good. We have some teas here today. We're both drinking teas out of our special mugs that say Magic Potion on them. We have some festive backgrounds going on, so you're going to see some wild clipping with the videos, but you know what? We don't care because it's the
No.
holidays and we need some
Yes.
festive backgrounds. Yeah, so welcome to another Match Hats and Recaps. We had quite a few sessions that didn't happen this past week due to various things, but we're going to be giving you, we'll let you know which ones those are, and we'll be giving you kind of like a summaried, well, kind of summaried recap from the week prior. So there you go. Monday's Forsaken did happen this week, or last week. Our adventurers made their way through Verlask to the charity house to speak with Lashta. The group found their memories a bit fuzzy from their last visit, however, but things definitely seemed off with the city. Once there, at the orphanage, they find that it seems a bit more livelier than how they had last left it. With more children and more helpers, one of those being the purple skinned tiefling Jocelyn. During a lengthy kitchen conversation, they found out some much needed information about the demi-plane Dimglimt, as well as the library that resides and governs there. Lashta offered for help if needed, while Adrian asked if they came across any mage children in need of a home to bring them there. The adventurers discussed their next steps, contemplating visiting Dimglimt, but settling on continuing their journey past Lysador to find the wizard Cullum Crenthora. Afterwards, Pixarin catches up with Jocelyn in Adrian's office. Leaving the charity house later in the evening, our group decided to stay at a local inn and tavern where they see another familiar face to some of them. Grelith, the warrior they helped that helped them free the mages in Bairn, and then they assumed went down with the city. She was on crutches and surprised and worried to hear about Ingot, her once partner, and that she had like tried to kill them and gone rogue. She told the group that she's staying with her brother in the city and asked that if to inform her if they find out any information regarding the Drow mage Ingot. Later that night, Rin noticed someone sneaking around the outside of the inn. Oh
Who
no.
is it?
Oh no. Well, I guess
Who is it?
they'll have to find out tonight. I mean, maybe. Maybe they might just go on about their way and never even think about it again. This is the that it's the Forsaken
Yeah.
MO, but maybe they'll investigate, or they could just take it as a sign as they just need a GTFO and just leave and get out
It would probably
immediately.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaning
Yeah.
towards that than towards them actually being like, "Oh, who's this person that's following us?
Hmm.
Let's go and check him out."
But it's another side quest. Like,
It's another side quest that yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they it falls on deaf ears though, but
What can you
yeah,
do?
yeah. Now they're about ready to go on their journey to Lysador and got some stuff going there. So last week though I was worried because I'm pretty sure that they were not going to go to Lysador and find the mage, and that was 80% of my planning last week. So
Oh no.
yeah, but I was just like, hey guys, let's recap what you might have forgotten that you hadn't done in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
so
helpful.
sometimes you just have to do that, you know.
Like, here
Um,
you go. Push.
yep, yep. So what happened over on Curious Lament a couple of weeks ago? Because this is one of them that we didn't have it this past week.
Yes, yes. Well, so to summarize, let's see. Thaxel shared her disapproval of Solomon joining the crew. So she, Solomon, and Marf played a game of toss the dire pigeon while sorting out their issues. Marf and Solomon decided to engage in a quick, playful scuffle, with Solomon beating Marf quite squarely. Marv taught the younglings how to get into a place without being seen before
Mm.
sending the children off for a little stealthy wine procurement. Solomon also taught a few churchgoers about the many blessings of his deity. Mavriel, Marv, and Solomon caused some trouble around the town at different guardhouses, churches, and places of business to start sowing some chaos. Lynn revealed that she was hired by Afa Ravenglass, the Omega Mage, when she first arrived in hopes she could add her power to theirs for the fight against the end of existence.
Wow. Wow. Um, yeah.
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 So we'll see what happens next. So I do know that Daxel and Solomon got to an agreement
Oh, good.
about
Good.
shoving his deity down her throat,
Mm-hmm.
and to not do that.
Yeah, that's
Um,
wise. That's wise. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think it was the bald head. Like she doesn't trust people with bald heads. I don't know. Anyways,
So
that's.
that's a weird thing to be specific about, but okay. All right. I
I'm just
mean,
saying.
I'm
You know,
for
I'm
it.
just throwing it
I'm
out
for it.
there.
Sure.
Are
Sure.
you? Are you? So I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, over on the Tower of Dreams, a couple of weeks ago, because yet again another one that
What
unfortunately
about
didn't happen
Stormfall?
this week. Stormfall. That's it. I completely went over Stormfall. I mean,
No, get
Stormfall
one
is
this week.
next, which didn't happen last week, but this is a summary of what happened a couple of weeks ago. Um, the crew discussed matters in the kitchen regarding their next move and recent events. Meanwhile, Emil found a short message in the hallway from Ren, assuming from Win, not Ren, Win, assuring him matters are being taken care of in Miranda and that she'll update him again soon. Councilperson Shoveltrot arrived to answer their questions. They learned of someone that may be able to give them some more insight into travel to their destination, and some scribes that may be able to help better understand the ritual that they needed to interrupt when trying to like rescue Kaylin from Ythaz. They also learned how closely the Wildwood Thicket borders the Feywild and the dangers that brings about. Mort, Blueberry, and Aaron Wynn arrived in the tower to check on Aoife, who seemed to be okay, but avoidant when discussion turned to the matters that she was attending to. And if you
That's
watch Fierce
right.
Lament, you understand why.
Uh huh.
Yes.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
So yeah, the group, as I said last week, the group are, with Shuffle Truck coming, they kind of learn that they need to kind of like accelerate their leaving to go
Mhm.
to the Sunken Kingdom to hopefully rescue Kaylin. Uh,
Hopefully, if it doesn't
hopefully,
happen, I'll riot. I've
hopefully.
caused you so much shit about Kaylin like leaving. Like if she
Oh
doesn't come
man.
back, I will be heartbroken.
Can I just say that like Dan sent me like messages of like things that Kaylin's into now, and it breaks my heart. It
Oh
breaks my heart. But
no! Oh,
yeah,
it
we
hurts.
hope maybe we'll get caught up. Maybe the viewers will get caught up on that whenever the time comes. We'll see. But yeah, so now we're on to Tower of Dreams. What happened over on Tower of Dreams a couple of weeks ago? Because again, it didn't happen this past week. But yeah,
Trying to steal my recap.
I know,
Anyways,
I know.
it's fine. It's fine. Well, the group spoke with a gnome artificer, Bumblebee, at his shop in town in hopes of hiring him to work on Saris's leg back at Flancer Kincaid's mansion, to which he eventually agreed. While Bumblebee does his artificing, Valkyrie attempted to find out what Gus was working on for Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Bumblebee finished Saris's leg reconstruction and revealed that he knew about the tower and offered his help for defense. Meanwhile, Gus found out that Nathaniel's glass shard is actually a piece to a sword. A group discussion is called to order amongst the Dominators. I forgot about that. Amongst
Yes,
the
the
Dominators.
Dominators.
Yes! And Flancer regarding Flancer's knowledge. It's revealed that Flancer, Gust, and Bumblebee were once part of another adventuring group searching for the tower years ago. Flancer offers to sponsor Bumblebee's suggested tower defense measures. During a private discussion, Nathaniel revealed who he truly is, which snowballed into several revealed secrets amongst the Dominators. Valkyrie revealed that she died and was mysteriously brought back to life, possibly due to her new quarry, Vash. Cethen revealed that she joined the Witches' Coven on their journey here. Ritz revealed that the hotel he ran was now haunted, and Vaughan revealed that he's a virgin. Afterwards, Flancer offered to take 6 of them directly to the tower, leaving the group to finish their business and goodbyes with the others before leaving.
Yeah.
Da, da, da.
Dun dun dun. Yeah. So a lot of secrets were revealed. A lot of wildness ensued. Um. Yeah, the Dominators. Yep. Yep.
My favorite part of that whole recap.
Yeah. Valkyrie had to say goodbye for the time being to her
Oh,
boy toy of the time, Gust. one of her
Oh,
paramours, one of her mini paramours.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah, she's she's fun. Um, all right. So over on In Extremis, that happened a couple weeks ago. Because again, and this is, yeah, we just had like two D&D sessions this past week, which is wild. So a little summary from a couple weeks ago. Our friends began investigating the island. There were some larger animals, but none seemed to live along the outer perimeter. While traveling inward, they came across a giant rabbit with which Breelith communicates. She learned of the scary predators that inhabit the small island, as well as the Guardian, which keeps them in check from getting too greedy. Breelith attempted to call forth and summon the Guardian, while Ashavar and Liazana assisted in tribal drums and falling leaves. Unfortunately, this summoned forth a Gorgon and two giant boars. Battle ensues, a dicey battle, and at one point, a new creature joined the fray, scaring off the two giant boars, which we think is the Guardian. We're hoping was the Guardian.
Some fingers.
But yeah, things did get dicey. Yeah, Liazana
Yeah.
almost died twice. I thought for sure Breelith was going to die. It was wild. It was
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. It was intense.
But
Oh,
not
damn,
intense. Oh.
Wow. You were
Anyways,
you're done.
what happened over on Obsidian Scar this past week?
Which did happen.
Which did happen.
Cause shit happened. Oh my land. Okay. So, one step closer to saving the young Sebastian's mother from the slavers, the party has traveled across the continent and now find themselves a day out from the notorious pirate island of Red Bones Bay. Elzaris tries, and fails, to unload the burden of carrying the tome of great and terrible powers, but is unable to explain to Lennox and Jules the reason for needing to do so. Reasons, y'all. Anyways, later, the heroes assemble in the galley with the rest of the ship's crew to try and persuade them to fight alongside them to free the slaves. After Lennox gives an impassioned speech, underscored by Jules' earnest encouragement, the crew is swayed to the side of the party and planning commences. Oh, the planning.
The planning.
Never again. As everyone departs for the evening, Jules and Lashana have a private conversation about the upcoming mission, as well as their own common ground. Elzaris pulls Derek aside to discuss problems with her patron before wrangling Jules for another yoga session. The best part, though, Ileana and Lennox make their way up to the top deck and find themselves taking their budding relationship a step further. AKA, they had a yoga session too.
They had a yoga session.
Twice. Afterwards, Lennox reaches out to his only friend, Matriel.
I mean, what are the rest of us? I don't understand.
What are we? What are we?
Chopped liver? Let me just say that Victoria wrote this summary, so
we did not touch it.
We did not touch it, Victoria.
God damn it. Okay. So apparently Lennox only has one friend.
Apparently Ileana's not his friend. It's just a yoga buddy.
So he reaches out to see if she would be willing to take on Elzaris as her patron. Getting an affirmative response, Lennox interrupts the yoga session to loop in Elzaris, which was so rude. Elzaris was not happy. Anyway, so the next day, as the ship's crew prepares for arrival that evening in the pirate capital, the party split off to do their own things, though Lennox spends most of the day taking care of an under-the-weather Derek. Yeah. As the bay approaches, our heroes do one last round of planning that goes a bit wayward. I'm sorry. But ends with an agreed-upon action. Jules tucks the polymorphed Lashana into his bag, and the six of them head into Dusk Corner, the small pirate city on Red Bones Bay. The party makes their way to the compound of the Sea Wolf, but when the Pirate King makes his appearance, it's obvious some of those in attendance have met before.
Oh man, so much to unpack there. I mean, there's a lot that I guess it was a lot of like interpersonal and like just like yes. Random stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still like I completely forgot about Ozara's trying to give the book to Lennox and Jules, and they just wouldn't have it. Like they were
Yes,
like, "No, you keep it. We need it in the haversack." And you were just trying to do the right thing and not have it there
I
as a
was.
temptation, since your patron asked for it. And
Well, she didn't specifically ask. She's like, "What can I give her
okay,
to
right,
to
right.
get
So
back
I
on
mean,
her
that's
good
the only
side?"
thing that Ozara knew to give her. So that's
Yeah, because that's
that.
all she
That
has right
was her
now.
thought. So she's trying to avoid temptation, and the two Jules and Linux were like, "Nope, nope, sorry, can't avoid it, can't
And they
avoid
were
it."
like, "But why?
But
Why?
why?
Why is
Why?
it temptation?"
And so
Well,
concerned, so concerned. A cat went out my room, of course.
I can
Um,
hear just
but yeah,
meow.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay. For the record, I tried.
you did try.
I tried. I just want that to be on the record, and we'll just see what happens next week.
And can
Because
we just say, like, the person, I mean, I feel like that we kind of reveal pretty much everything. And so, like, the person that, uh, yeah, it was the pirate king. Yeah.
uh-huh,
Someone that Osiris has met before.
I guess, or
Or something. I mean, it was kind
something.
of a fuzzy memory.
Yeah, it's yeah. I just don't know what's gonna happen. But
It'll be
a name was
something.
dropped, which was Bren.
Yeah. That's what the pirate king called Osiris.
Yes. So I don't know.
So fascinating.
I
So
don't know what's happening.
fascinating. It adds interpersonal drama that I did not expect in this mission. Like I thought, okay, we're going to get like the slaves, we're going to be fighting some
Yeah.
pirates, and now it's like
Uh-huh.
there's someone from someone's past here. My God,
Surprise! It. Yeah, I was
my God.
shocked. Tasha, myself, was shocked.
And then Elzara is being offered the chance to take on Maeve as a patron.
Yeah, it's. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see.
Yeah, we'll
We'll
see.
see.
We'll see. All right. Well, that is all of our recaps from this past week. And again, some of those were from a couple of weeks ago since we didn't have some of our shows this past week. But everything should be on schedule for this week, hopefully. That's what we're crossing our fingers for.
Yes.
So yeah, that's all we got. Join us on our Discord if you're not part of our Discord. If you're unaware and you're watching this, we have D&D content like 6 nights a week here, or
Oh
six,
yeah.
5, maybe 5. Yeah,
Uh,
5 nights a week. We have 6
a
shows
lot.
because we have 2 shows on Saturdays. So
Yes.
yeah, check us out. And our Discord's a fun place, a good community. We also have a Patreon, so if you're looking for ways to support, head on over there. Otherwise, me and Tasha, we will see you next week. We'll have more recaps for you.
Yes.
All right, bye
Woohoo!
bye. All right, we're live.
Welcome back to Tower of Dreams. Last time on Tower of Dreams, we learned so much about each other.
Oh, we
Ritz
did.
owns a haunted hotel. Valkyrie was dead once. Nathaniel's past is a little complicated. Seth revealed that she had joined the necromantic coven, and Vaughn's a virgin. Not to mention sources fixing, Bumblebee's offer, and Flancer's big reveal. So much happened. Hashtag no spoilers. So yeah, our opening scene. Everyone's together. You're just outside of Ovragos. down the river away where no one can see you, lava river. And Flancer has just transformed into a very, very large silver dragon. And Ritz has fainted. And Nathaniel looks nonplussed.
Seth looks over at Valkyrie and is looking over at Vaughan and like,
I'll check over, run over to Fritz, try to rustle him up, as they say. Is he responsive?
No, he is not.
All right, I'd like to. Well, jeez, how do you? A vital check on a health check on a.
Practice.
On a
great.
guy?
That'd be a
Probably
medicine
fine.
check, yes.
Medicine check. Thank God, 21.
Oh yeah, he's very much alive. He seems to have passed out from fear. Or / surprise.
How big is Ritz?
I
forget.
Ritz is like 7 feet tall.
Right, but he's cactus. He's not flesh.
Right.
hollow. We
He's
can.
dense-ish.
I will attempt to pick him up.
Okay, make a strength check.
Check, not a save, right? 18.
Yeah, Vaughn really quickly walks over to Ritz and checks his vitals and then throws him over his shoulder.
Yeah, does the fireman's carry.
And you hear Flancer's voice in all of your minds saying, well, are you ready? I'm giving you a ride.
Thought we were
I just thought it was
gliding.
a blimp thing.
But this is new. And
New. She's being very coy. I've always been a dragon.
yeah, but you mean you've never been a dragon around us? You know, I
Well,
mean, in dragon
I've been
form.
a dragon around
Sure.
Nathaniel, and I've been a dragon around Vaughn. more recently, Vaughn.
Valkyrie looks like back at Nathaniel, like narrows her eyes.
Nathaniel is studying his shoes
Intently.
Right.
very intently. Yeah.
So do we just climb up? Like I feel like I
Her-
would never put a saddle on you, but it feels disrespectful somehow to just sit on you.
She moves her tail gently and very intentionally in your direction, and kind of lays it down and indicating to use it as a ramp.
Okay.
I recommend climbing up and trying to make
Hanging
yourselves
on?
comfortable between my wings.
Okay.
Alright.
Sure. Sounds
Okay,
like a
and I'll-
plan.
As best I can, get Ritz up there, settle him in, and take him as holding Ritz. I imagine. I don't want him mid-flight flying.
Yeah.
off.
Now, as everyone leaving, Vaughn just kind of hold on to Ritz himself this whole time.
I imagine once we start going, Seth will try and wrap up
We'll say Nathaniel will help you
something
to
around to help.
hold on with to Flancer with one hand and to Ritz with another. All right, so you all make your ways up. Why don't you give me either an athletics check or an acrobatics check to do so?
Valkyrie's
Okay.
still like narrowing her eyes at Nathaniel.
Very
Fully-
interesting shoes.
Equally as bad.
Hey, not
Equally as
so,
bad, really?
Oh,
not so horrible.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What
Oh,
was
they
it?
make this thing with seatbelts.
Yeah. Vaughn very confidently steps forward to go first, and takes a couple steps while also holding Ritz and just slips and eats it. Go ahead and take
Oh.
1 bludgeoning damage as you
Oh.
bash your head on the scales of a dragon tail.
I rolled a 15 athletics.
Very good. Yeah, Seth and Valkyrie are both able to kind of scramble up, slipping occasionally at times. But yeah, you kind of get to the place right between her shoulder blades. It's kind of like almost like kind of dips down right there, and it's a little less slippy and slidey. Commander Allian makes it up no problem. And yeah, Nathaniel makes it up. Or Nathaniel's gonna help Vaughn up, and you guys have you go ahead and do your check again with advantage. It's because you are being assisted.
Let's try athletics. That was
It's just a bad roll. Wow, goodness. Yeah, this is a big struggle, but you do make it up. After Commander Allian very kind of nonchalantly comes back down to help you all.
I'm just lifting Ritz. There's just no place to grab. I don't know what the...
So this is tight. And Flants are kind of, you are all kind of like huddled in this, pocket of Flancer's back, and her head kind of swoops around until you see like the side of her very large dragon head. And she looks at you with one of her eyes, and you hear in your heads, all here? Great.
Yep.
Hold on tight.
Okay.
And you feel a bit of a drop as she crouches, and then everyone make an athletics check.
Not again.
Ooh, that's a 5.
Ugh.
All right, so I'm grabbing onto somebody to help somebody.
Well, nobody fell off.
Okay.
But yeah, Seth and Valkyrie definitely weren't mentally prepared for the amount of force applied in a takeoff while riding a dragon that is a lot bigger than you. A lot bigger than you. Like, anyway, so launches herself into the air. It's very, very cold. But after she gets up, she just kind of goes to cruising, and is just doing the circle descent kind of a thing. Goes around the edge of Mistralia, and you see the rope bridge that leading out of Vragos to another floating island that would have been your other course. And you see your compatriots, the other group, if you will. Katrin, Dinas, the Drennan, Gust, Bumblebee, Saurus, and Bronzy's head sticking out of Gust's bag. And they all kind of wave. Well, I should say Saurus waves, and Bumblebee doesn't wave. Gust waves, but Katrin, Adinas, and Adrenan don't really know what they're looking at, and so they don't do anything. But yeah, you kind of are making this slow descent around around Australia, slowly making your way over towards Vickers Rock. You can you do make it to a point where you can see the tower just far enough away. You know you're getting close. And then Flancer says, I don't mean to alarm you, but hold on. I think we're about to get a visit from a cousin. And with a flash of green coming from below, equally large green dragon shoots up, taking a very vicious swipe at Flancer, who does a barrel roll with you all on her back.
Oh, Lord.
So go ahead and make that athletics check again.
Oh, buddy.
12
Yeah, that
for
was
Valkyrie.
painful. 12 for Valkyrie. Okay. There's Vaughn. 13 for Vaughn. Very good. Yeah, Seth, you fall off. And are now free falling through the sky. But
Is there ocean underneath me right now?
there is.
Okay.
Yes.
She's not worried then.
But that's
Velocity is still velocity.
Yeah, water's like soft when you're not impacting it at a really high speed. So, although I guess if anyone could do a perfect swan dive from this height, it probably would be Seth out of the party. So, but luckily you aren't going to have to do that. Well, hang on. Let me roll for that. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. Yep. After Flancer kind of completes her roll, she swoops down and grabs you in one of her clawed hind legs or hind feet. Yeah. And not necessarily a more comfortable place to be, but you're not going to have to make any more athletics checks.
Keep falling off anymore. I'll take. Thank you, really loud.
Of anyone, because now Flancer's pumping her wings, and so the rest of you don't have a perfect view of this. Cethen is the best view, but you all catch glimpses. But there is a green dragon that is assaulting you all. And yeah, seems to be very unhappy towards you for some reason. Very large stream of acid juts from its mouth. Everyone except Seth make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, rolled the wrong thing.
That's a 24 for Valkyrie.
Nice.
I rolled a check instead of a save, but it's the same modifier. It doesn't really matter, right?
I don't know. Are you proficient with dexterity saves?
Let me try. Dexterity save. Same number, 6.
Hey.
Meant to be.
Yeah. So, what did? Oh, I said that Seth didn't have to do it. Flancer rolled for you because Flancer rolled very low too. So yeah, go ahead and take 11 points of acid damage, Cethen and Vaughn.
It's getting serious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who takes 11 points of acid damage?
Everyone but you.
Okay.
You did good. How far away is the other dragon?
Closing. So not far. It's just now, right after doing that, about to pass overhead.
No, but that wouldn't work.
Um,
If I had a clear shot, I would try and assist a little bit, but
At which point, Flancer says, I know that 2 of you can. Can any of the rest of you breathe underwater?
Nope.
Nope. Oh wait, I have potions of water breathing.
Really
Yeah.
quickly.
I still have some potion of water breathing as well.
Yes, and oh.
You're gonna
Ritz?
want to dose up because I'm gonna try to lose. I'm gonna take a dive here in a minute.
Okay, I will take one and give one to Ritz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that taps me out.
I'm assuming, does Nathaniel have anything to take?
Nathaniel does not.
Okay. I think Valkyrie has enough to give to him because I think she only took like 2 before. And each vial had 5 doses, correct?
Yep.
I think so.
Oh, each
correct.
vial has 5 doses.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 1.
Yep. Yeah, so you guys all kind of take a swig, and then Lancer folds her wings. And
Torpedoes.
basically torpedoes. You're about 100 yards up, 300 feet, just straight down towards the ocean. The green dragon hot on your tail. Go ahead and everyone but Seth make an athletics check.
It's a 6.
Athletics.
Did you say a 6?
Yes.
Okay.
14.
Hopefully my mom will grab you, since she didn't grab me.
Wow.
I know.
So that's
impacts the
hard
water. Really hard, giant splash. You feel, I mean, you can breathe underwater, but that doesn't mean you're immune to like water moving really quickly at you. Valkyrie is knocked loose along with Commander Allian and Nathaniel.
Oh no. Well,
And the rest of you are holding on to Flancer as you dive fairly, just deep enough to where your ears feel like they're gonna pop, Vaughn.
Can we try to grab one if we're knocked loose?
I mean, you are like just under the surface of the water, and they are like they have continued torpedoing. And so are you staying beneath the water? Are you surfacing? You see the form of the green dragon kind of pull up right there. And the green dragon is going to take some attempts at grabbing you. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're underwater.
I imagine Commander Allian is going to try and get them a little bit deeper. Hopefully. Come on, Mom, you can do it.
Dexterity saving throw. You said disadvantage. That's still a 20 total.
Yeah, I wasn't entirely worried. You slow-mo roll out of the way of this claw, giant clawed hand coming into the top of the water. And then you feel an arm link up with yours as Commander Allian swims both you and Nathaniel on a intercept trajectory for Flancer, who's kind of starting to curve up. So you guys are kind of coming like this.
Okay.
Nice.
And now make an acrobatics check. You should definitely do well at this.
Yeah, not too shabby. That is a 17 total.
Yeah, you're able to maneuver everyone into the perfect area, working with Commander Allian that you're able to grab back on to Flancer as she jets underwater towards Vickers Rock.
Spitting out water.
Yeah. And you guys surface maybe just a little ways away, and this green dragon is nowhere to be seen.
Who was that? that?
I have no idea.
You said it was your cousin? Was that an expression or?
Yeah, it was another dragon.
Okay. I don't know.
Why would they attack us if you don't know them? Are we on their like land area?
Again,
Territory?
I am not familiar with any dragons other than myself in the archipelago.
Okay.
Especially not a chromatic dragon.
Yeah.
I guess that means colorful, right?
Yes, colorful
Color.
and leaning towards evil on the spectrum of things.
Oh.
Usually not very kind. Let's put it that way.
Got it.
And as she gets closer, she says, hang on. And you feel her begin to change while she's holding you all. And you're on the back now of a whale. Got to be a little more inconspicuous.
Good idea.
Or I don't know how many of you have seen a whale. Seth knows it's a whale.
That was
Everyone's
down
just
in
kind of
its
like,
flipper too.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Growing up
That
on
was
Vickers,
weird.
yeah, on Vickers Rock, you would know what a whale, I guess, would be.
Do they have these off the coast of Cascade? Or I mean, not Cascade, but of like around
The Cape.
Where the
right
school
the
was.
Cape.
No, because the Cape is totally enclosed with with a reef, and so I don't think at least in the whale this size. You've
What is
maybe seen like
this?
dolphin-y kind of things, which you imagine this is like a very big dolphin in your head. Anyway, she gets you pretty close to the shore on the side of the northern side of Vickers Rock, opposite where the tower is. As well, this is as far as I'll take you. I'll look around and see if I can't find that other dragon.
You don't want to come to the tower?
Well, I'll meet you back there.
Okay. Good.
Because I have to wait for Source now.
Right. Okay.
Be careful,
Thank you.
Flancer.
Thank you so much.
I will do my best. And she submerges.
You're a very pretty dragon.
All right. Well, that was kind of exciting.
That was
Yeah,
very
unexpected. Yes.
Your legs are very wobbly as you walk up onto the shore, all of you.
I'm so tired.
Commander Allian, I just want to let you know that, so we're going to get some golems for the tower, apparently. They're iron golems, right?
Daughter,
Yes?
we
Ma'am?
just narrowly survived death.
No, we didn't. We were fine the whole time. No worries.
Valkyrie's gonna give Cethen's mom a hug, without
I mean,
even asking.
she's not like in shock. She's more just like, is now really the time?
I won't forget. Otherwise, I understand that you like protocol and paperwork, and I don't. So, anyway, yeah, I just want to let you know that before I forget. And the person who's making them is kind of a butt face, but we were kind of in a rock in the hard place about whether or not that was going to happen. So, FYI, you still don't have to say yes or no right now, but we're going to be getting some golems to go along with our tower.
What am I saying yes or no to?
To being commander of the guard for the Tower of Dreams.
Oh, well, better to have someone you trust in charge of these golems than someone you don't.
I absolutely agree.
Thank you.
Is that your tower over there? Are you saying thank you to Flancer?
No, she was saying thank you too. I thought they were done their conversation.
Oh.
once slowly starts to get up off the. It's like air, water, land. You're
Where
definitely
are we?
you're definitely my favorite land. You're definitely my favorite.
Oh, come on.
Nathaniel shoulders Ritz's limp body.
Okay.
I said Valkyrie will,
And just goes, I'm gonna get this guy back to his room. And starts walking.
It is
Valkyrie.
a little bit concerning that he didn't wake up after all of that.
Maybe it
yeah.
was better he didn't.
True.
Wow.
That's true.
Fun.
We want him to trust us.
He just would have been kept passing out every time.
Yeah, Valkyrie's definitely going to hug Cethen's mom for saving her. Thank you so much.
Oh, it was my duty to make sure that you made it out alive. You're lucky that it was me that fell off with you. And
Yeah.
not the knight in shining armor over there, pointing to Vaughan.
I don't think that he'd be a very good swimmer either. So, yeah, definitely glad it was you. Thank you. I need to go and sit down.
Pleasure. It is evening-ish time.
How far away are we from the tower?
Half-hour walk.
Oh, okay.
Not too far.
Oh,
Paved roads help. Not having to walk through forests helps.
are we walking?
It's more like a 30-minute jog. Maybe an hour walk.
It's fun.
We can get to the tower, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we should be.
Can't wait.
We've come this far. I feel like it wouldn't make sense to just camp here.
As the sun begins to set beneath the sea, you notice a couple of things. One, the little town of Vickers Rock seems very empty. And two, the tower seems to have like spotlights, like you're like, come on in, kind of a
Nice.
It's now a casino.
yeah, it's kind of the vibe.
What is this?
And I'm assuming you're heading right to the tower.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you get closer, you notice a couple more things, which I'll just give to you. One, Janie's very large sandwich board with the specials of the day is out, and there are new specials on the board, some of which are written not in her writing, and those are all the food items. And then you have some kobolds kind of scurrying around the exterior of the tower, maybe like 4 of them, and they seem to be doing like repair work or restoration work kind of stuff.
Effective, or are they just attempting?
One of them says, "Oh, hello down there.
Hi.
Hello.
What are you?
Me, number 6.
Oh,
Hi,
it's
number
okay.
6.
Hello."
Oh,
He kind of like holds out like the shirt.
This is a little bit.
Speed number 6. Do you like the lights? We installed the lights.
Very,
Very bright.
yeah.
Where'd you get the lights?
I don't know. We found them. We were digging around. Just, they're like these magical. They like consistently cast the cantrip light over and over and over. It's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
More importantly, who told you to put the lights up?
Oh, it was that was Janie's idea.
Ah, I see. Okay.
We're working on some defensive things right now. Look, holding up a Beehive Bee Cannon.
I like it. Just be careful. Be careful.
Don't drop
okay?
that.
Yeah, they go back to work.
Okay.
How exciting.
It's wild. That's a lot. Never heard of a bee cannon before. Seems a bit dangerous in a weird way.
long
much.
as they don't get out before they're launched. I don't know how long they would live in a
Details.
cannon, but
We check the ammunition daily.
all right.
And it doesn't, and being in a cannon doesn't interrupt their pollinating.
All those flowers in the cannon they're getting to.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm just gonna watch them for a bit. If you guys want to go ahead inside, I'm gonna just gonna watch them and make sure that they don't fall. You know, I can catch them. They do.
Okay, if you want.
Yeah. Why not? It's a wonderful
don't-
evening.
I'm gonna go ahead and head on in, I think.
Yeah, I'll help Nathaniel with Ritz, I guess. Get him in.
Fair enough. Yeah, you two, well, you four, five, Commander Allen, can't forget Commander Allen. You five walk in into the kind of the foyer area, that audience chamber that has the post office right off of it, and just on the other side of that, you see the entrance to the inn.
Well, first, I guess one will call out and say, Todd, we're back.
Yes, I see that.
Did you? We have
Welcome
one
back.
extra with us, and we'll be having more arrive within a week.
Delightful. Beware. The tavern is a little raucous.
Define raucous.
Busy. Full.
Okay.
In need of expansion, so as parties from different planar factions don't intrude on each other's space.
Oh,
You sound tired, Todd.
I am very tired. It is good to have you back.
what is this Planar factions that you speak of?
Hmm?
How did they get here?
Oh, the beacon. I'm assuming you've gotten stronger. The planar beacon has activated. It's currently active. Anyone can find where we are across the plains.
Exciting?
Any trouble
Sure.
with that?
Not yet.
How do you? Anyone can come through the pound? Do we?
Yeah. The dominators have final say in who is able to come in and out. I have been making judgments in lieu of your absence.
Well,
Very good.
seems like you've been doing a good job of that.
Well, most.
Most? Any incidents we should know about?
Are we just
No.
standing in the foyer?
Yeah,
having this
basically.
conversation. Let's say let's continue on,
Okay.
probably, and maybe we can have the full discussion in the whatever the control room thing was.
Yeah, so you guys open the inn and the noise hits you. I mean, this place is packed. There are several people scurrying around in like waitstaff outfits, bringing drinks and food, and running in and out of the kitchen, kind of a thing. Janie's at the is at the bar, with her. Oh no, she walks in from the back from the kitchen door, kind of like, so smooths back her hair, cracks her neck, and steps up to the bar again. There seems to be someone who's assisting her there that she is barking commands to and such as they roll out drinks and everything. I mean, you see a whole eclectic gathering of all different kinds of people from all different everywheres. You see a bunch of hip-looking dwarves at a table, some genasi, some gith, some gnomes, and warforged sitting together at a table. You see even a djinn, genie of the element air, kind of chilling.
You don't know. You're outside.
In a big booth with what you would only assume are underlings that are Akakra and other air elemental aligned folks. Yeah, and there's people that are just, seems to be like a whole crowd just standing at the bar.
Yeah.
You also see a couple of small children running around
Is there any entertainment
that you recognize as kids from Vickers Rock.
Aw. Is there any entertainment going? Like, is there a band or anything? Or
There
is it just crowd noise?
there is a oops. Sorry, I messed up my notes for a second. Yeah, no, there seems to be a little. I mean, the hip dwarves have some instruments around them, so you're assuming like they're a band that's been like
Aww,
playing.
some dwarf bards.
Mhm.
Yay.
And yeah, so it's an interesting setup
Eclectic.
right now, but it's very full, very hectic. Even a
Alright.
Goliath or two, like hunched over.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's very nice.
Oh, and if you everyone make a perception check.
Okay. A struggling 12, but a 12.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Both of you notice sitting alone at a table that everyone's giving a very wide berth to is a figure with a very dark hood and a massive tentacles hanging out of it, as in like an illithid. Mind flare, woo! Don't know if you've experienced mind flares before, but
Oh,
it just looks like a weird squid head person if you haven't. Yeah. All right, let's hop for a second back out to Valkyrie.
Okay, so she's just kind of standing outside. As the group moved in, she was pretending to watch, what was going on, but then just kind of like turned and kind of walked away a little bit to kind of make sure that not everyone heard her that was walking, if anyone was walking in and out of the tower. What do you mean that you have a bad feeling about Todd? So, I mean, he's been fine. I mean, before we left, he was okay. A little bit strange how he just kind of, went inside your head sometimes, but, seemed harmless enough. True, he doesn't like you. I know he blocked you out. So, would you be able to come in if I don't know. I don't even know like exactly what you're offering me, Vash. Like what are you asking me to do? How? Strengthen our bond? How? You have to make your power your power my power. How? What are you asking me to do, Vash? What are you wanting me? I mean, are you wanting me to spill blood? Are you wanting me to kill someone? Like, I need a little bit of a, I mean, yes. Yeah, I mean, you know that I trust you. You know, sometimes, you know, I don't know. I mean, there's been some interesting situations because of you, but all in all, yeah, I trust you. So, you need me to close my eyes? Is that what you're asking? Are you asking, look, I guess here's what I'm saying, is I'm okay with whatever you're offering. You know, if it means that we might have the upper hand, sure. I just need to know, like, are you, is it a state of mind? Uh, Got it. Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'm thinking about it, Vash. Thinking about, okay. Did that work? Did that help? Okay. Okay. All right. Let you know tomorrow. Will do. Okay. Well, this has been a weird, are you going to be able to come inside now? Are you going to be able to, or no? Are you still blocked out? Okay. All right. Well, we shall try it. Let's go. Doing a great job. And,
Thanks!
we'll go inside the tower to try and find the others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you make it into the foyer area, and we'll go ahead and switch real quick over to our other two adventurers, as now they've acclimated themselves to the tavern.
I guess Seth will just go up to the bar. Seems like there's a line, but she'll just kind of if to the side if she can and just kind of wave at Janie and say, "We're back!" and wave.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. You know, just give you a second here.
No, you're fine. I'll stop by later.
Good.
And she'll probably do the same thing. Stick her head in the kitchen and let
Michonne.
Ritz's friend, thank you, Michonne, know that I didn't write down her name. I'm sorry, Michonne. Let her know that we're back as well. Hello, we're back. Thank you for all your hard work.
So good to see you. Hi. No, do not do that with that pan. I just.
You're good. I'll come by
okay,
later.
Bye.
Okay, and then Seth will probably go ahead and see. She'll say, Todd, I want to take my mom with us into our special dominator room, if that's okay for a minute.
It is not.
Okay. Then I'll take her to my room, I guess, for a minute, and then we'll meet in your room, if you're okay with that.
Sounds like a plan.
Great. Thanks. Hey, Mom, this is my room. Commander Alien, this is my room. Make yourself at home.
She's kind of looking around. It's very homey.
I thought so too. Todd, our tower golem did a good job decorating it. I'm gonna see if I can talk to him about getting you some extra privileges as far as communication with him, and I'll be back.
Is this Todd my boss?
No. So think of Todd more as like the manager of the tower, but Todd has to answer to myself and my friends. And so I see you as more like, assuming you take the position, I see you as more on equal footing, except he would be like the one who controls how the building works as far as like where rooms are and access and things like that.
Interesting. Very interesting. So, I know you've told me before, I'm just having a hard time, and this is a really remarkable place. I just never expected you to be, I don't know, running a tavern.
That's kind of where we're starting it. That's not really how we wanted to go for permanence. So any input that you have, hopefully once Todd gives you a little bit more access, feel free to, of course, go wherever you like. Any thoughts that you have on what else you see in the future for us, let me know. Todd, will you let her in and out of this room without me in here, please?
Sure.
Thank you. So if you want to go get something to eat or drink, you're welcome to, and Todd should let you back in here without me.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I will look for something to eat.
Okay. I'll be back soon, and if you're not downstairs, then I'll meet you up here.
Okay. What are you doing, Vaughn?
Initially, I was going to say he will help Nathaniel, and I assume we can put Nathaniel in his room, even though he is, I mean, not Nathaniel, Fritz in his room, even though he is unconscious.
Yes. Yeah, Todd makes an exception.
Thank you, Todd. And we'll put Ritz on whatever he sleeps on.
Yep. A bed.
Yeah,
A normal
cactus.
bed.
I don't know what these arrangements are.
A cactus. He's a cactusling.
And
the ling part makes all the difference.
On the way out of the room, he'll turn to Nathaniel and sort of like, I don't know, just like look at him like, you knew?
Let's talk about that later.
Okay.
I'm beat. I'm in the
Okay. Get some rest.
check in for the night.
Okay. Vaughn will head back down to the inn. He'll probably stay there and wait until Valkyrie comes in, just to make sure everybody's in the tower.
Okay. Yeah, Valkyrie, you're making your way across the audience chamber, and you hear a voice call out to you from the side room. Hey, got a letter for you, dear.
Oh, hey, how's the post office life?
Oh, it's great. I love it. This is a pretty neat place you got here.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. So you have a letter?
Letter, yeah, here you go.
Okay.
Hands you an envelope.
All right, she will begin to open it as she's walking out. Have a good night.
Okay, you have a good one, too. Yeah, you make it out just fine out of that room. And are you opening the letter right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you pop the letter open, and very quickly are able to just kind of skim down. It's from your brother, and just talking about the new position that he's got in Cascade as the accountant for goodness gracious me, how long ago is that?
Forever.
Forever ago, it feels like. For Mayor Wonderplot, and how he thanks you so much for the lead on that the position was open. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, nice. Okay. She will smile to herself and fold it up and put it back in. And as she's walking, she'll be like, "Are you there?"
Yes.
Todd, hi. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm so glad to hear it. We definitely missed you on the road.
I missed you too.
Aw, Todd, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you. I
I would like to talk with you, Dominator Valkyrie.
Of course, anything for you, Todd. Where do I need to go? Do I need to go to the control room?
Sure.
Okay.
A door opens in the wall that wasn't there before, right next to you, and it's the control room.
Okay. All right. I'm like a little bit like a kid going to the principal's office, but all right.
I need to talk to you about Vash.
Yep. She'll lean up against something. What is it?
Do you trust Vash?
Well, I mean, Todd Vash has been, kind of with me for a while now. Hasn't really steered me wrong, so in short,
It's been
yes.
approximately 4 years.
Yes. Well, 4 years is a while. I'm still alive, and that's kind of a lot to do with Vash. So, yeah, I trust him. Them.
Be careful with your trust. I do not know what Vash is. But if you ever feel like you need protection, I can help protect you from Vash. Guard your mind.
That's very kind, Todd. Thank you.
Through a pact of sorts.
What? I'm
Through
sorry?
a pact of sorts.
You're saying, a pact with you.
Yes. I may not look it, but I am a being of considerable power. I would also have the ability to utilize Vash as a source of power for you as well, so that you wouldn't lose Vash. I am not suggesting that. Just confining Vash to a more usable state.
Oh, they'll love that. Well, Todd, that's very considerate. I will consider that. I will consider this. Pinky swear. And I'll let you know.
Tomorrow?
Sure. Yep. Tomorrow sounds great. Yep. I'll let you know tomorrow, Todd.
I look forward to hearing your decision.
Wonderful. I look forward to making
You
it.
seem distressed, Valkyrie. Are you okay?
I mean, it's been quite the day, Todd. We came in on a dragon. Kincaid is a dragon, and we kind of flew in on her towards the tower, and then I fell off, and for a second I thought, oh, I'm going to die again. But Cethen's mom helped me out, and yep, and it's been quite an interesting day.
Sounds like it. I wouldn't know what that's like, but
Be glad. It's not easy being alive.
ha ha.
Yeah.
ha.
Yeah. Just hypothetically, Todd. Hypothetically here. I'm just spitballing. Do you know what that means, spitballing? You ever
I would
heard?
prefer you not to spit on the floor.
Okay, no, I'm not going to spit on the floor, Todd. It means just kind of like just saying stuff. I'm just kind of throwing it out there to just as a hypothesis, and not really like this is actually happening or has happened. So say like something like Vash offered me kind of the same. It feels like the same thing that you are. Like a exchanging a power sort of thing. That's a big deal, right?
It is. Especially the terms of said bargain.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
Is this being seeking, hypothetically, control over you in some manner?
Funny thing.
Should always be careful of ulterior motives.
Definitely. I'm very perceptive that way, Todd. It might have already happened. Not that it did happen. I am saying hypothetically that it did happen. Is it reversible?
No.
That's what I thought. Yep. Well, Todd, that's the end of my hypothetical. I'm gonna go and think about your offer. And
Do you want me to let Vash in? I haven't yet. Well, he's in, but wandering some hallways.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah,
Maybe possibly endless hallways.
Sick.
How about, I'm not against that, but how about just giving me, because I've had to deal with Vash for the past few days, and you know how talkative they can be. How about giving me just a night away from it, and then maybe tomorrow we can, let him in.
A sound plan.
Great.
Hopefully I will be able to protect you by then.
Okay, all right. Well, Todd, this has been great. Where are the others? Are they in the tavern?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Except for Nathaniel and Ritz. They are in their respective rooms.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the tavern now. Are you good? Or we're good for talking tomorrow, right?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, Todd. You sound a little tired. Are you doing okay? You all right up there? Where somewhere? You good?
I'm just
Everywhere.
glad to have you all back.
Glad to be back. Place is bustling. It looks great.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Yep, sure has. Heading to the tavern now, Todd.
Back when I was a wee tower.
Yeah,
Not more than 2 stories.
yeah. All right, well, it's been real. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Well, I mean, I'm sure I'll cure you anyways. I'm just going, okay? And
Would you
she'll-
like me to open a door directly into the tavern?
That would be great, Todd. Thank you.
Yeah, you walk into the tavern through a door, which closes behind you and remains a door.
Valkyrie gets a look at the tavern for the first time with all of the people in it, and she is interested.
And all the people,
All the people, so many
all
different
the
people.
lonely people.
She just kind of takes it in for a moment and looks around and see if she sees Cethen and Vaughan.
Yes,
I would
they
say
seem
that
to be. Well, you see Cethen coming down the stairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Vaughn's kind of
Hanging out by
at
a
the
bar.
edge of the room. Yeah, like off to the side of the bar, not in the
Right, at the
patrons
bar.
area. Yeah,
Right.
waiting for you.
Valkyrie will go over to Vaughan. This is great, right? Look at all
This
these
is
people here.
insane.
I mean, there are a lot of people.
I don't know how we can, well, handle all these people. We're gonna may
Oh,
have to get
well,
more
I'm
help.
sure we can handle them. Look at him.
Janie turns to her assistant or whatever and says, "Oh, can you handle this for a second? Okay. Oh, you three. Motions you towards the back.
Okay. All right.
Go into the kitchen, through the kitchen into like a storeroomy looking place, where there's a chest sitting there, and she just kind of pats it and goes, "Well, here's your takens from the last 2.5 weeks."
Steph picks up the lid to look in and see.
That's a wooden chest.
Just-
That's amazing.
Gold.
Janie, how much are you
if-
paying yourself?
Oh, I haven't paid myself. I told you I would just work for lodging. She did.
Insight check.
Yeah,
I was
for
gonna say. Steph will
Valkyrie
also
believes her.
insight that.
Oh, that's kind. Yeah.
19.
that is what she said she would do.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
When she started, she's like, "You don't have to pay me. I'll just want to be here." That was the deal.
Mental note, hire an accountant.
And she goes, "I did count, and there's about 3,000 gold. You made about 3,000 gold in 2 weeks."
Okay.
Nice.
Amazing. I imagine that we'll discuss what can be done with this money, and I imagine that you have some ideas about what can be done to help in the tavern area at
Oh,
least.
sure.
If you could get a short
This
list
isn't
kind of-
technically less wages. Gross income.
Okay, great. Figure out what if you have to pay your helper and whoever else needs to be paid. Figure out what that is, and those will definitely come out. But if you have ideas for like improvements, things that you think need to be changed, make a short list, prioritize for us, and we'll.
I have done some thinking about this.
Okay.
One thing about wages, just in general, I didn't want to make a decision until we can talk with you, obviously.
Thank you.
But yeah. Anyway, what do you usually use money for? Usually work a job and get paid wages, and you use that to buy food and to buy lodging and to buy clothes and stuff like that. But a lot of that's being provided for us in one way or another.
Sure.
So I'm just saying it might be fair not to have an explicit wage, but to offer more of an offshore or an onshore allowance whenever we get to a new area.
Oh,
Okay.
Because while in the tower, until there's an actual shopping center here,
right.
Yeah.
there's not going to be any use for money.
That's true.
As far as the staff goes, yeah.
Right. That's exactly what I mean. I wouldn't presume that you have no uses for money.
Very,
Yeah.
very good ideas. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have you been getting any rest? It seems very
Oh,
busy out there.
It's very busy, especially
Yeah.
when the folks come in from the plains. They don't work on the same clocks as the rest of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's almost always busy. She does look a little bloodshot in the eye. But I can't close the doors.
Maybe
No,
that's
no,
what. Maybe that's what we should look into, is getting you a helper, someone that can help you out. You know, that doesn't have the kitchen to worry about, but just running. You know, since you're kind of, I think, right, running the kitchen in the tavern area, right?
Mostly the bar. Miss Shawn and I came to an agreement.
Okay. Well, that's good.
That's good to hear. That's good to
You
hear.
know,
you're
I mean,
working-
if you're
yeah.
working constantly in the tavern, maybe that's something we need to look into, is trying to find someone to assist you.
Well, Vince has been filling in
Okay.
lately, and that's been nice. Filling in a role of assistant.
Who's Vince again?
Maybe.
Oh, one of the vicars.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's good.
Maybe.
That's good to hear. Them
Maybe
taking an
we
interest.
could see if we could find someone that you would trust to let you go and sleep for 6 hours, and then
Yeah, sleep's good.
Oh, I would trust Vince for that. We're past a peak point now.
Okay.
Things should be slowing down for a little while. Maybe I will get a rest. Oh man.
Anyone staying in the rooms?
Oh, we've been full almost every night since you've left.
Wow.
Ooh.
Hence the takens.
Any
Getting the chest again.
well, we'll talk after the meeting here.
Oh, sure. I'll go.
Interesting.
No.
Oh, you're
No, Janie, I want to talk to you.
Oh.
After are we done? Are we? Wonderful
no,
suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, that was my biggest suggestion in terms of the wages. Maybe doing something more akin to a spending allowance, if room and board are already provided.
I like it.
So an allowance for extras, and but the money is always in your coffers at any given time, and folks more have a credited account that they can withdraw from.
You're so wise, Janie. So wise. So
I
she's
thank you.
She's gonna take Janie off to the side. Alright, so are there any any interesting fellas you've seen
Any
kind
hotties?
of come by the tavern? Anyone super interesting?
I mean, the sand crabs are pretty weird.
Oh, I'm not interested in sand crabs, Janie.
No. It's the dwarves, the band. They're from the apparently up north, Hammock Island. They say they're beach dwarves, but I've never heard of beach dwarves
I love
before.
That sounds fascinating. But no dwarves. Or kobolds, or...
I mean, have you seen them?
Yeah, I saw them.
They don't have beards.
I know. I
Maybe
mean,
dwarves.
I found them interesting. Sure, I'll have to discuss with them. But I mean,
I mean, honestly,
Ginny, you're not any help. You're not really...
I'm
Okay, all right.
sorry.
That's okay. She's gonna pat her on the shoulder.
been-
not
That's
really
fine.
She's been a little bit busy.
not really my thing.
Nope. That's fine. Understandable.
More no, I mean, if any of them were at any bit of strength, that would be something different.
Sure.
They all seem kind of weak, though.
That's understandable. You know, you can't have them all, Janie. You know, sometimes you just gotta start knocking off like specifications off of your list eventually. Good talk. Good talk. She'll pat her on the shoulder again and go back to the group.
Okay. Yeah, and she'll just head back towards the bar. All right, Vaughn, you're poking in on Michonne.
Yep, just want to check in with Michonne, see how things are going.
Okay.
Seeing our past at Vickers Rock.
Yeah, things seem a little less hectic than when you first came into the kitchen. Like a bunch of big orders just got pushed out, and now, like some smaller things are it's like still going, but it's a little less insane. So yeah, Michonne's there, chopping some stuff up while also working something on the stove.
Okay. Hey, being busy is such a mixed blessing, isn't it?
Oh, you're telling me?
How are the pet while we were away? How's everything progressing? Good? Are you getting everything you need?
Oh, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just you know, getting used to the new place. It's a nice kitchen.
Okay. Kobold's not getting too much in the way, or?
Oh, no. Bless the town folks' hearts that they came in and have been helping pull some of the weight in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. We'll have to. Okay. Interesting. All right. Everything.
I don't imagine they'll stay permanently, but it's been nice to have some help. Now that Ritz is back.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll. Yeah. I think he was doing some cooking things in the town we just visited, and he was learning some new spices and stuff. So he might share that. Hopefully, maybe share that with you.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Everything okay with Janie?
Oh, she rolling her eyes. Oh, she's fine.
Good. Good to hear. Good to hear you're getting along.
This is my territory. That's hers.
Ah, good. Boundaries are important.
I suppose.
Wow.
Okay.
Is there anything I can help you with, Vaughn?
No, I just wanted to check in with you. Just, you've been away. I just wanted to make sure everything was going well.
All right. Things are fine.
Good.
I've been doing more cooking here than I have in a long time.
Good. I'm glad you're happy. So it's good you're happy you made the change.
Oh, absolutely. Can't wait. See how this continues.
Okay. Good. Then I'll leave you be then. I'll let you get back to work.
All right. Talk to you later, Vaughn.
Later.
Beth, you doing anything as they kind of...
Seth is probably gonna go talk to the dwarf bards.
Nice.
Just because, like, it's a big noise, and kind of having, I don't know, having some music would maybe mellow things out. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're still on. Like, looks like they're kind of starting to wrap up their meal.
The break.
Mm-hmm. And as you walk up,
Good evening.
Hey there.
Hi, I'm Seth. I'm one of the proprietors. We've been away for a while and just returned, and I couldn't help but notice your instruments here. Do you play?
Yeah. I mean, we've been doing entertainment for here for the last few days.
Wonderful. What kind of music do you play?
I mean, a little of everything, really.
So mostly bar tunes then?
So yeah, with a twist.
What's the twist?
Louder,
Oh, okay. I like that.
more instruments, cymbals.
Oh gosh, how many of them are there?
There's 5.
Okay. I didn't get your names yet. I'm Seth.
We're the Sand Crabs.
All right.
I'm Josh,
Very nice to meet you, Josh. Very nice to meet
lead singer.
you. Okay. Wonderful. Um, have they been compensating you for your talents here? If you've been
Oh
playing?
yeah,
Good.
yeah. We got the ad out at Hammock Island.
Okay.
So we came down and yeah, I mean it pays good. One of the better gigs we've had.
Good. Is it is everything? Do you have everything that you need? Is there anything else that would make this more to your liking, or anything that's inhibiting you feel from doing a good job here?
Oh no, not at all. I mean, we won't be here much longer. We'll probably roll out tomorrow.
All right.
The flyer said only a few days at a time, but for 300 gold, that's nothing to sneeze at.
Sure, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming and blessing our establishment with your talents. I hope you've enjoyed your time here, and if we come back by in the vicinity of Hammock Island, I hope you'll come back for an encore.
Oh yeah, we would love that.
Wonderful. Will I get to hear you anymore tonight, or are you finished off?
Oh, and no, we're about to get back up.
Wonderful. Well, I look forward to hearing you all.
Well, thanks. We can't wait to play.
Right.
So
kind of.
they get up there and they have some strange-looking instruments. Some like augmented lutes and a lyre and someone with a strange setup of drums and cymbals. And and then just Josh on the microphone. All right, guys, the owners are here. It's time to impress. Let's any requests? Looking right at you, Seth.
Play a sea shanty.
All right, let's do sea shanty number 13. Turn the volume all the way up. They start singing a sea shanty. They're playing very aggressively. Josh is less singing and more screaming.
I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's special.
It's music.
It's not maybe your favorite sound ever.
How is it received by the patronage in general?
They mostly seem to be ignoring them.
Could be worse.
There's a very, very empty tip jar on the stage.
Oh, but like nobody's like getting up.
And there's like a few coins in there, and every now and then someone will come up and like toss a couple coppers or silver or something in, but they're not aggressively making tip money.
Okay. But nobody is like getting up and leaving because the
not
music
because
is
of
playing.
them, no.
Okay. All right. Yay.
What now, friends? Anything else before you're turning in for the night?
I guess check in with. Oh no. Okay, never mind. I was going to say Gus, but Gus is taking the long way.
Is Duck here? Isn't he in the tower?
Mm-hmm.
Is he? Oh, he is in the tavern. Okay, I didn't.
No, he's not in the tavern. He's in the tower, but he's not in the tavern.
Right. Yeah, depending. I was going to say depending on the time of night. If it was like late, I would.
It's mid-evening, maybe 7, 8.
Okay, and if it's that, okay, I will probably go to the temple and check in.
Okay. Anyone else going to the temple?
No.
No?
Seth will go with him. Try and
Okay.
be hosty.
Okay. What are you just schmoozing, Valkyrie, in the tavern?
Yes, Valkyrie is going to be on the prowl in the tavern.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check.
Great.
And yeah, let's
Find the
roll?
mate.
I'm just curious. I need to know.
Oh, my perception
Yeah.
is like a 19 total.
Okay. And what are you keeping your eye out for?
You
Just
know,
hotness or like interestingness? Or a combination?
Probably a combination of both.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can
Okay.
we can turn it up for you.
All right.
Vaughn and Seth, you wander off, leaving Valkyrie behind in the tavern up to whatever. And you walk into the temple, and it's actually surprisingly busy in here too.
Wow.
There's a good number of people you do not know and do not recognize that are kind of gathered around. There seem to be a couple of vicars walking around like with groups of people kind of giving tours of the temple and the arboretum.
Well, sure, the arboretum.
Yeah, and then there's some others that just seem like they're sitting kind of in the seating facing the altar, seem to be like just in that mode of prayer, kind of a thing. There's at least 2 people that are passed out that maybe at one time were trying to pray, something that you're not unfamiliar with the unknown god, having to make a wisdom save every time you pray.
Yes.
Everything.
That's true. That's true.
And yeah, you see head priest that kind of not actively presiding, but just kind of off to the side by himself.
Okay. Well, I'll approach. We're back, and
Vaughn,
I'm pleasantly
welcome back.
It's good to be back. So many
I'm
things.
surprised as well. One day, just more and more people started showing up. We've never had anything like this on the island.
Well, I'm very heartened to hear that.
Maybe you should get some of those light things for the temple.
You think that's what's doing it?
It's possible.
I mean, technically the temple is inside the tower. So we do have the light things.
Right, but I mean, on your island.
Oh, on the island. Oh, I mean, again, if you think that's what's doing it, I suppose we could look into that.
Or we could simply ask why they chose to come in. Interesting. So many things. Somebody, I want to talk to you about on our journeys. I had the opportunity to observe.
Looking awkwardly at Seth.
We wandered into a necromancer's village.
Oh, fascinating.
Indeed, it was.
Are you okay?
Yes, it seems. I tried to go in with an open mind. I mean, and it seems, much to my surprise, that they were. They just wanted to be amongst their own and themselves. They weren't infringing on anyone else. They weren't aggressive in any way. It was very interesting, and I can imagine it was enlightening to see that. And would I rather they chose another way? Maybe. To have a more, as far as we are concerned, a more natural, progression into the ethereal plane and moving on to the next phase in their spiritual journey. But it's better to as long as they're not hurting anyone else, I don't see any harm in it.
It sounds like a rare group.
Indeed, from what I've we've been heard about and told, it's interesting. Just thought you'd like to know that.
I appreciate that. They were up on Australia, you said.
Yeah, in between. No, generally relay that it's just what is it, south of.
South of Ovragos, north of Fleawell.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I will add that notation to our maps. Anything else you feel is relevant to us?
Sure, they'd be pleased to host you. You just may want to let me know before you go. I'll give them word of your coming to expect you.
His eyebrows are definitely up at that, but not asking any questions. Okay. Oh, Vaughn, tomorrow, stop by. I have something I need to speak with you about. Not right now. You just got back. Go rest.
Okay. About the only thing was
unwide.
we encountered another ruin site on something we had to fetch for someone else, and it had another one of those hand things with the 6 fingers. Yeah.
And it poked him. I was worried, but he was fine.
Yeah, it didn't have quite the same trance effect that the first altar had, but still.
And it is fascinating that you're able to interact with these things.
Yeah,
ancient
no one else.
Though they are.
Yeah, it's quite curious and sometimes disconcerting. I don't know.
We'll have to think about this. Did you find anything in the ruins?
Some curiosities. One that had to be returned to help Cethen and her family. They'll be joining us, by the way, here at the tower. Her mother and brother and sister.
Excellent.
Yes, they were.
More the merrier.
Yeah, we did it.
They'll possibly be taking over as security in the tower. We still don't have final confirmation on that.
We're just starting to get to the point where that might start being necessary.
So if you see other Tritons walking around, that's probably what they're doing.
Okay. I appreciate the heads up.
Good to see everything is progressing.
I suppose so. We haven't done much other than step in and
guidance,
offer tours and spiritual counsel.
Good. But that's a good thing to do.
We think so too. I'll see you tomorrow.
Certainly.
He'll kind of excuse himself and walk off to relieve one of the tour guides. As another group of people seems to be coalescing at the entrance. All right. Valkyrie. You rolled a 19 perception looking for a hottie that's also interesting.
Yeah.
You're talking to the mind flayer.
If it only worked like this in real life.
Right?
Right?
Well, you can't find what's not there.
Right.
So you definitely... I'm just saying. About this specific scenario. The dwarves definitely look interesting, although not quite your type.
Yeah.
And there's... Would you be attracted to a gith?
Oh my god. Give me 2 seconds.
Quick Google.
By Githzerai standards, he's pretty. This is a good looking dude. but Githzerai are not everyone's cup of tea.
I
I
think
have to look this up.
I think for Valkyrie it might be getting a little bit on the
A little too exotic.
a little too exotic. Yeah. Yeah.
Um. Anyway, that was the attractive but not so interesting catch.
Okay.
And the dwarves were an interesting but not very.
Yeah. Not to
attractive
Valkyrie.
catch.
Not to Valkyrie.
Yeah. So you're not really catching many hits, but one place that your eye keeps. Actually, there's two places that your eye does keep getting drawn back
Okay.
to. One is the Jinn.
Sure.
Giant,
Yeah.
muscly earth elemental person.
Yeah.
And the other is the hooded, tentacly figure.
Interesting.
Neither of these are necessarily because of attraction, just because they're so different from everyone else in the room.
Yeah. Got that. I think that she'd probably. Where's the Jinn? Is Jinn sitting with a group of people or by himself?
Yes.
Or okay.
A group of Arakakra
Oh.
and an earth elemental, and just kind of like a hodgepodge.
Okay. All right. Is there a place to sit at the same at a table nearby?
Oh, I should mention that the Jinn does have arms around two female Arakakra.
Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind. Nope. Too much competition.
Feeling brave, but not that brave.
Yeah, feeling brave, but not
Who
that
said
brave.
it would be competitive?
Well.
One make happy.
You're right. He's more the harem type.
Is Janie at the bar?
Janie is at the bar.
Okay, Valkyrie's going to kind of after I imagine her kind of leaning against the bar, looking out at everyone, and then just and then turning to the bar and remember down. Janie, could you fix me the drink that you fixed me before? Do you remember what that is? Because I could find
Is it
it.
the silver one or the lemony one?
I think it's the silver one.
Yeah. Whips it up and slides the glass across to you.
Well, these
Need to finalize that drink list, guys. It's fine.
yeah, quite the patrons you have tonight.
Oh yeah, it's a hodgepodge group for sure.
The guy with the
Banshee's breath. That's what it was.
the one with the with the hood and the weird, what is that about?
That is a mind flayer.
I mean, they're obviously sitting alone. Did they just
yes.
come in? I mean, how long have they been here?
Not long. Surprised Todd let that one in.
Yeah, well...
They're very, very dangerous.
Yeah, well, I could kind of tell that by no one, the birth that everyone is kind of giving them.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you want to just come in and just sit alone and drink?
The tower attracts all sorts. All sorts.
Yeah. I mean, this isn't you get different people each night, correct? It's not always the same people, right?
It is never the same people.
Great. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. She'll down some of her drink. We'll just try again tomorrow, Janie. Knowing that Janie has no idea what she's
Janie's
talking about.
literally just like, as long as they have money, And spend it on drinks. I'm fine.
The Arboretum, that's like you can walk around there, right? Like it's a garden of
Huge.
types.
Mm-hmm.
Thought we would go to the Arboretum and just kind of walk around for a bit.
Okay. Do you join a tour group?
Do I what?
Do you join a tour group?
Yes.
Or you try to avoid the tour group?
She would join a tour group, absolutely. Yeah.
You actually learn a lot.
Great.
About some of the plants that are in here and some of the fish that are like in the pond. Apparently they're called like koi or something. You've never heard of them before. I mean, you see, because you haven't really taken a lot of time to explore the Arboretum, and there's some nice little places, some waterfalls, some really quiet groves that seem to be kind of isolated. It seems like a great place to come, just kind of de-stress and
Second date.
Right.
Yeah, and maybe to have a date on at some point in time.
Oh, for sure, Valkyrie notices and recognizes that and puts it right up there in her memory. And then after the tour, she's going to go over to the, she'd probably just kind of find a quiet place and start writing a letter to Reardon.
Okay. You going to dictate the contents of that letter to us, or is that something you're going to work on and then eventually
it will probably
it'll be a letter behind the scenes kind of
right. Yeah. I mean,
either way is acceptable. I just didn't know if you wanted to let in the viewers or not.
Of course, I don't because it's something I just planned to do. So it's not something that I have the words planned out, but it's just going to be just asking how he is.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe kind of dropping the information of the tower in there of like, hey, like maybe something like instead of saying that she is on the tower or that she's in charge, like to be like, hey, I heard that there's this tower that could be looking for masseuse people. Maybe tattoo artists, wouldn't that be cool to work on something like that? What would you think? Would you do something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's going to try to drop it as slyly as possible, but it's probably not going to be that sly. And kind of like the whole, like, I know someone who is doing this, but it's actually them. They're actually talking about themselves. And just asking how his studies are going. Probably teasingly ask about his mom.
Of course.
Like how she's doing, and then like, LOL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, nothing too, like, serious, but, and then she'll put it in an envelope and take it to the post office and mail it out.
Is this the only mail you got going out there?
That's the only mail that I have going out, yes.
All right.
Right now. Thank you.
We'll send it out. Goodbye.
Mm-hmm. Yep, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's probably
Very good. And then you turning in for the night?
Yeah, she'd turn in, thinking about a few things, and go to bed.
All right. Vaughn, anything else?
Nope. Vaughn, seeing the hour, will probably turn in for the night.
Seth, anything else?
Mostly Seth just wants to talk to Todd, but it'll probably all happen tomorrow. So.
Oh, you want to do like the whole
group
conversation with
the group conversation, but then she also wants to talk to Todd, not as pressingly, but like ask about the dude that the grimoire is from. Pull up my nose. Lewin. Yeah. Whatever he knows about that, but that's not super important. So say goodnight and head to bed, probably.
Okay. Well, as our heroes turn in to rest, we will also take our break. And yeah, we'll be back in like 8 to 10 minutes after we take some time to stretch and refill our waters and whatnot.
All the
So
things.
we'll
All
be
right.
back.
Yeah.
Justice. Careful, Justice.
Frank,
Am I still green?
you're still green. Oh, it says disabled screen sharing. I can put it, take a screenshot of the Discord. It's wild. Like I said, it's just the spirit of the unknown god has come to dwell on your shoulders. And you look like you're a night vision for some reason, but only for me because it looks fine on the screen. It's very wild.
We don't play with a background real quick. Set it for you. Alright, any change?
Now you have stars and you're green.
Oh, and I'm still green. Oh, interesting. It's weird. I look fine on yours, Dave.
You're green.
Maybe one of the filters I was playing with.
But it isn't doing it for anybody else. I feel like it's probably something on my end
Oh.
that's weird.
Pineapple? Muted.
Vanilla bean pie
Ooh.
that I made 2 days ago. Yum.
Understand what happened here. This entire time? No.
I keep forgetting, I'm so used to being a wizard. That a cleric, every long rest I can change my spell list, right?
Yeah. Well, right, because the whole list is your spell list. You're just preparing a certain amount of. Yep.
So I will do that. Giggles.
Why? I feel violated. Somehow Yahoo has been switched to my default version.
Oh no.
Time to run a sweep for bugs in the system. All right,
Are we good?
I'm ready if y'all are ready.
Alright.
It's fine.
And we're good.
And we're back. So our heroes have a wonderful night's rest.
Oh, I got hit points to restore. Oops.
Yeah, make sure you do all of the restoration and everything that is required. Um. Okay.
God, I hate McAfee. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Seriously though. I uninstall it off of everything the second I get it. It's like, bye bye. Where was I? Oh, right. Who wants to go first?
All right, homie.
Oh no.
I'll go.
Great.
I'll head down
So,
this path.
it's pretty quiet at this point, and Head Priest Duck is there, sees you, and kind of looks a little less emotionally put together than sometimes that you see him. It's like, thank you for coming to meet me, Vaughn. We there's something strange happening.
What's going on? Talk to me.
I don't know if I can talk about it here. Would you mind coming down into our vault with me?
Sure. Okay.
Walks over, and the wall behind where like the altar is been set up, he kind of feels around and trips some sort of a hidden something, and a secret door pops open. Leads you in and closes the door and starts descending some stairs together. And it's like, we noticed it a little bit ago. Really, shortly after we transferred the artifact here. Which was right when you left, actually. So yeah, about 18 days ago. Something's changed. It's different. I can't explain. Follow me. Leads you down into what looks kind of a little labyrinthine area that you make it through, and then you emerge into a large domed room, at the center of which is the artifact with which you are familiar. A large hand made of stone that's almost that's kind of cupped in a way. And you remember all the offerings are placed into the hand, kind of a thing. You don't see any of those offerings though, any of the years and years worth that have piled up over who knows how long. And the hand does look a little different. First of all, there are 6 fingers.
Just good to
ask. Which you don't recall there being.
I was going to ask from did I remember how many fingers the hand had before?
And yeah. Duck seems quite distressed, and saying like, look, I know you've had some encounters with these 6-figured hands and symbols, but what kinds of places were those at?
In both cases, there were ancient rooms and ruins, I should say, ancient ruins. And the curious part of it is, to everyone else, it looked like you couldn't enter. But as I approached, the entrance seemingly changed.
Must have something to do with our
Connection.
ritual, maybe? Connection to the hand, to the unknown god. Well, very recently, you know how we never let anyone climb on the hand? He kind of laughs, thinking back maybe to when you were an acolyte. First revealed to the mysteries of the of your order. He goes, well, come with me. And he climbs up onto the hand and indicates you come with. And there in the middle of the palm is, here in this large domed room, is a set of handprints in the stone, each with 6
Fingers. I will audibly sigh.
Delightful.
This appears to be exactly like the ones on the altar.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, if you're asking that to me as the DM, yes.
No,
And if you're asking that, if you're just stating that as Vaughn, then
stating that as Vaughn to let him know that these are exactly what I saw at the altar. Do you want me to try?
I'll be honest. Not a single other member of the order has been able to have anything happen.
Okay. Just Vaughn will think out loud and say, you might want to. The person who put their hands in and it worked, strange things happen. You might want to step off the hand, just as a precaution.
Okay. Climb down and stand near the entrance of the room at your warning.
Vaughn will take a very deep breath and place his hands into the imprints.
And minus that 6th finger, of course.
Right. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
However he can.
Where your fingers fit. Nothing seems to really happen at first. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. 23.
Nice. Everything seems grayer. And Duck seems paused at a kind of weird angle. And the only movement that you detect is the slow closing of the hand. Until all is dark. And you hear the voice of your god. Chosen. Vaughn.
Yes.
Allow me to give you a gift. Your destiny is great. You need more assistance than I will be able to give you from now on. Take hold. Grow stronger. And you blink and find yourself on the palm of the open hand with your hands in the imprints. And then slowly, or not so slowly, actually quite rapidly, the hand starts losing its shape. It turns to sand. Pretty soon you're just standing on a hill of sand, holding a mace.
Okay, I'll examine the mace. Look at it. What do I notice about it?
This is an interesting object. It's made out of stone, one, purely a single piece. And it looks like there is a half circle depression at the top of it. Maybe not quite a half circle, but like if you had a perfect globe, you'd be able to set it there, kind of a thing. And this isn't like a morning star. We're calling it a mace because that's statistically mechanically what it is. But it looks very much, again, it has this narrow black handle with this square block, and it's all one piece with that little kind of divot on the top. Like it's a very strange object.
Like something would go in on top.
Maybe. Maybe. And it has in writing around it, unknown.
Oh, that's it. Unknown.
I mean, maybe you could learn more about it if you tried to attune to it.
Okay, I will turn to Duck in somewhat semi-amazement.
Yeah, Duck is absolutely speechless and doesn't know what to say. How?
I heard the unknown's voice. Called me chosen. Says I have a destiny to grow and become greater, but he can start me on the path, but even he cannot give me all my power.
Duck looks very old all of a sudden. Not like he doesn't actually age, just, that very tired. He goes, this can only mean one thing, Vaughn. Everything is in danger.
Danger? From what?
I don't know. Cataclysm? Apocalypse?
It's fine. Does our
depends
teachings,
on the text that you read.
What What did the text say? What are you basing this on? Is
If
there
you
something-
are, if you have been named as the chosen, and you wield, kind of cocks his head and looks at the inscription. If you wield unknown, the strange mace, then there isn't much time. End scene.
Oh, exciting!
Bum bum bum. Yeah.
I'll take it to catch on and see what it's worth.
There you go.
We'll come back to you. Don't worry.
All right.
Valkyrie,
Hello.
what does your morning look like?
Well, Valkyrie would go and, probably get some coffee. And I'm taking that the tavern is pretty dead in the mornings, correct?
Yes. Yeah. There
Yeah.
are some people passed out actively on tables and
Yeah.
on chairs.
Ew.
But not the best look. But these people are also, Janie seems to be picking up and dragging into a corner of the tavern that is designated like the blackout corner, I guess. Where like they're not paying for a room.
She would then go and she's going to think in her mind about Todd. Todd? Are you awake? I don't even know if you could. I guess you go to sleep.
I do not sleep.
Yeah, that's
I'm awake.
great. Can I talk to you in the control room, please?
Certainly.
Great, thank you, Todd. And then once she's in the control room, funny story, Todd. So, you know that hypothetical story that I told you yesterday? You know, the
Yes.
spitballing that I called it. About...
Please don't spit on the floor.
I'm not going to spit on the floor, Todd. Although maybe you should tell the people that they go into the tavern because that's a mess. But that's not your job. I'm not saying it's your job. I just, it was a joke.
Would you like me to jettison them from the tower?
Nope, that's fine. Nope,
You can send them back to where they have come.
that's fine. Let them, as long as they're spending money, then I guess that's what's important. And long there's, they're not burning the tower down. Anyways, it's not really why I came in here, to talk about
That
the
wasn't
tavern.
very funny.
Burning the tower. I'm sorry, Todd. Did that offend you?
Makes me sad.
I don't think anyone's gonna burn it down. This place is fine. It's fine. So yeah, I stayed up last night thinking about your offer. And the thing is that, well, out of pure transparency, Todd, since, this is kind of a long haul thing.
Please don't turn invisible.
No. Wait, why would I turn invisible?
That's what you would be if you were purely transparent.
Oh, no. I mean, that's another saying, Todd. It's a say. We need to have a conversation and just kind of work on these kind of these things. Being transparent means let's laying it all on the table. Have you heard that saying before?
Would you like a table?
No, Todd. It's telling you something important. Like telling you the truth about something, so that way we have an understanding. right? And you're not surprised. I'm not surprised. Other people
Great.
might be surprised, but we're not going to be surprised. Okay?
Spitball it all out onto the table.
We'll work on that. But that was really close, Todd, and I'm really proud of you right now. So, yeah, the story I told you yesterday about, well, what if I'd already, wasn't really a story. I think that I might have, because it happened before I came into the tower yesterday. It wasn't after I talked to you. I think that I might have already told Vash that he's not here, right? You didn't let him in. I told you we would talk about it today, right? Okay.
Right.
I might have already told Vash that that I would kind of accept his power, or their power. I'm sorry.
Have you yet?
Well, I closed my eyes and imagined it. That's really all that they asked me to do, was just to close my eyes, imagine it was happening, and it happened.
Let me see.
Okay.
Well, look into your memories.
Great.
Really quick.
Sure, Todd.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like a pact was formed. It looks like you were being too literal.
Too literal? With my imagining? I was being too literal?
Yeah.
I don't... Okay.
You were just imagining.
I was
You
just...
didn't actually form a pact. It seems like Vash was expecting to hear what your response would be today.
Oh! Oh, they did say something about tomorrow, which is today. But I kind of figured it was already a thing. Okay, alright. Well, this is awkward now. Well, thank you for letting me know that, Todd. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's the thing, Todd. Here's the thing. Well, I trust you. You've been great. And
Thanks.
I missed you, and so, it's kind of like, a little family we got here. Vash is part of the reason that I'm alive now. Because I'm sure you've been in my memories. You know that I died before. I think we talked about it. I don't remember.
What cost, though?
Well, here's the thing. Oh, okay. Well, at what cost? I can't really. It's already happened. He's already. Are you asking what cost of him bringing me back to life, or?
Yes.
Well, the cost being that I don't know. But it's already happened, so I'm paying. I can't ask for a refund, Todd. That would make me dead.
And Vash has been open about this process and their own motivations.
Well, it's came up a couple of times. We've
That is
chatted
a
about
rather
it.
obtuse answer.
Well, well, yes, it is obtuse. No. Again, being transparent, laying it all on the table for you. No, Vash has not been, transparent about, the cost.
Or their motivation.
No. But right,
And you trust Vash.
Here's the thing. I mean, this thing's been in my head for a while, or, however you want to imagine what a quarry is. I kind of imagine it as something kind of like around my, like sitting on my shoulder. Not really sitting on my shoulder, just kind of like floating beside of me as I walk. Although that's not really how they work. That's kind of how I imagine it in my head, because you kind of have to, kind of have to give it a persona of, anyways.
Doesn't Vash actually do that, though?
That's not really, I don't think that's typically how Corey, but I understand. Like, you told me, someone else has told me that Vash isn't a quarry. But, I mean, typically that's not how
Correct.
I can't see Vash, ever. Except when they throw knives across the room and into messages. But that's beside the point. They've never really asked me to hurt anyone or to, do anything to really put myself in too much danger. So I feel like that warrants some kind of trust, right? Todd? Todd?
Yes.
Okay, you're still there. I was wondering,
I am concerned.
I imagine you are. I imagine you are.
If this entity has been becoming stronger, using you
Well,
to
using
do
me
so,
I don't really know if I don't really know if they're using me. They're just, I guess, I'm there, to help out. Yep.
maybe that's why you're alive, to help out.
Yeah, that's something. I don't really like to think about, Todd, that I'm alive just because Vash needs me there to help out. Like, that's the only reason. I mean,
This is
surely.
why I am proposing switching the tables.
Sure.
Instead of Vash using you, you will be able to use Vash with my assistance.
I'm kind of concerned that Vash is going to be upset.
I don't understand. Does Vash care about your upsetness
I mean,
often?
well, they've laughed, sometimes. That shows some kind of emotion, but, not recently. Maybe not.
Hmm.
They were upset that they couldn't, no, that's not gonna work. I
Choice is yours.
No,
Valkyrie.
I understand this time. I understand. I just,
Neither Vash nor myself can force you to make a pact, nor do you have to make a pact with either.
what
That is your decision.
are you like, so when you're offering this pack, you say it's for protection, but is there, I know Vash, when offering to team up with me, in this weird trust sort of thing, was like, I can give you power. Just, is that something that you can do as well, Todd?
Well, naturally, that would be what I would have to do.
Got
Imbue
it.
you with a bit of my power for your protection.
And binding, you mentioned a couple of times, kind of using Vash to our advantage. I just worry. I understand they haven't worried about me, but I guess my worry is that I have seen Vash do a few things recently that, you know, I mean, I'm glad that I'm not on the receiving end of, you know, things being thrown around the room. So I'm just concerned that, you know, Vash will act out if they're aware that,
Let me put it this way.
yes,
Vash will not have control over Vash's power anymore. You will. Vash will no longer be using you as an implement. You will be using Vash. Turning the tables, that is a saying, yes?
that is a saying, yes, Todd. You used it correctly.
The same tables that we put all the things out on?
Yes. Yeah. We do put things on the tables.
These
But
are
it's-
large tables then.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So you're
And
talking
heavy to turn?
You're talking about turning the tables. Yes, they are very heavy, metaphorically and realistically. Very heavy tables, Todd. So, okay, all right.
All you would have to do is feed me Vash. And I will be able to reshape Vash into a more usable format.
Can I have an hour?
Sure. As I said, your decision. You don't even have to make one if you don't want, but
Great.
then what?
Then what? Yep, yeah. Thanks,
As
Todd.
I said, I am concerned about Vash. And what Vash's plans for you are. That is all.
I understand and I appreciate, and I will see you in an hour, Todd.
Are you leaving the tower?
Yes, I'm leaving the tower.
Be careful. Until we make a pact, I cannot protect you outside of the tower.
Got it. Okay. All right. I will see you soon. Bye. And Valkyrie will continue to go outside.
Okay. Seth.
Hey.
Hey.
Seth will probably, if Mom didn't go explore a little bit yesterday, she'll probably, show her everything that is in the tower that she can. And
she's making very obvious mental notes.
Good sign.
On everything.
And she'll say, she'll probably see if there is a quiet table sometime in the morning out in the corner of the tavern, have a seat, and see if she can get Todd to talk to her mom. Is what she'd
okay.
try. So Todd, this is Commander Allian. This is my mother. She is kind of here deciding if she wants to be in charge of some security for the tower. I think
Sounds
it would be
responsible.
I think it would be a good idea before she makes her decision if she could have some communication with you.
I'm afraid
possible?
that is not possible.
Why not, Todd?
She is not a dominator.
Okay. Could we find an alternate method of communication? Like,
Sure. I can communicate with Commander Allian through a dominator.
But then that's not very effective, like, if we're not here and she is.
Why do I need to be able to communicate with Commander Allian?
Because if she's gonna be in charge of security here, I'm sorry, Commander Allian, you can't hear the other half of this conversation. She's just sitting here staring at me.
Oh no, it can tell it's going very well.
Thanks. if so if she's going to be in charge of security and you know about things that are going on in the tower that she needs to know about so she can address, that would be important. And also so that you all can discuss if there are modifications that she feel like needs to be made as far as defenses or organization of rooms, anything like that. Sure, she can tell us, but I don't know if that's, like I said, if we're not here.
Commander Allian is not authorized to make changes to rooms. Commander Allian is not a dominator.
No, but you have made changes to rooms without us making decisions at the beginning, right?
Right. That was to accommodate you as the dominators. Personal chambers, correct?
And even before then, before we were even officially dominators, when we were just coming in and putting in the artifacts, we're opening doors and moving things around and being a fuzzy ball wall.
I was not awake yet.
I feel like it would be beneficial for there to be conversation between the two of you.
I understand your sentiment. I do not know how to facilitate this, except through a dominator.
Do you could we have a separate room for security where they could communicate with you, even if through like writing reports and feeding them to you or something?
Commander Allian speaks up. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the problem is, but if it's a method of communication, why not use one of the golems that this bumblebee is going to build you? Special Todd golem? Or connect them all to this
We didn't talk.
Todd?
We didn't tell Todd about the golems yet. Todd, you're gonna get some more golems for security.
Delightful.
And if you would like to run them, that would be greatly appreciated.
If that is what you desire.
If you could do that, would you be able to communicate through a golem to Commander Allian?
If it were constructed in a particular manner.
Fantastic. I think then that would solve my issue. If that would be agreeable, it sounds like it's agreeable to Commander Allian. If that's agreeable to you, Todd, then yeah, I think that's a good solution.
So be it.
And I would like, when we can, I would like to be able to build them a headquarters for security somewhere that they feel comfortable and that you feel like they're able to do their job properly.
Come to the control room when you have time. We will construct some barracks.
Fantastic. Thank you. Right,
Well,
so probably,
how did it go?
It's less than ideal, but I think it'll be okay. Todd's agreeable to have the golem mouthpiece.
Well, if anything, even if we can just get one golem,
Yeah,
then it will have been worth it.
I think so too. And we're gonna get some barracks built, hopefully here soon.
Well, that will be very helpful.
Yeah.
Your room is a tad bit lavish for my tastes.
Yeah. You don't need to stay there, but you are always welcome to come and visit.
I'll wait until the barracks are done. Then I'll give you your space back.
It's nice to have you around again.
It's And she reaches out and puts a hand on yours. It's good to be with you. Especially thinking that I had lost you. Along with so much else.
Yes. Very good to be with you. When Adenis and Adrenin get here, when you will feel the time is right, we can ask Vaughn or one of the other men of the cloth if they want to help us do a remembrance ceremony.
That would be wonderful.
I know it's been strange. We've been doing so much. I feel like we haven't had time to say a proper farewell.
The battle has to end before you bury the dead.
Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna see what I'm gonna go check on Valkyrie. So I'll see you around.
Okay. I'll explore, I guess. More.
I know they may not seem capable of anything at all, but the kobolds do know this place probably better than anyone else. So, well, other than Todd.
I will seek out their assistance then.
Right.
Saying that, she kind of sits a little straighter and just like looking around for a coat. Okay. Vaughn.
Yes. Well, I guess Vaughn is just still in the crypt.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting examining the mace. Sort of tracing the letters that make up unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Examining the indentation at the top.
Law examination.
Oh, okay. Sure. Is there such a thing? Examination?
No, I said that's a lot of examination.
Oh, so it's a lot of examination. I'm thinking the roll.
I mean, we could make it a roll if you want. That'd be investigation.
Examine.
You know what? This is probably the best place to do it. How long would it take to attune?
I don't know. We haven't tried.
All right, so I will. This is probably the best place to do it in this little section, outside of prying eyes and just Duck being there, who's probably already traumatized. But
Very.
what the heck? What the heck? So yeah, I will start to meditatively, that's a word, attune with the mace.
Yeah, you kind of reach out to attune to the mace, and all of a sudden, the fastest you've ever heard of any kind of magic item attuning to anything. You just feel whatever it is from the mace surge through you. A few things happen.
I just want to say, I want, if this is a screenshot, is the end of what was it? The movie with Sean Connery.
There are so many, Frank. There are so many Sean Connery movies.
Highlander. It was escaping me. Highlander. The end of the first Highlander, where he just looks up and says, "There can be only one," and all the windows shatter.
No, it's not quite like that. Yeah, no, sorry. Well, a few things happen.
Okay.
let's start from the mechanics angle of things.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You can attune to unknown as a bonus action. As an action, you can spend a charge, there are 2 charges, to give yourself true sight up to a range of 15 feet. This effect lasting 1 minute. All charges are recovered up to the maximum of 2 at midnight each night. And when you activate this ability, we won't go there yet.
So that's 1 charge to get true sight.
Right. Yeah, true sight up to 15 feet for 1 minute. While you're attuned to unknown, other creatures can't take short or long rests while within 300 feet of you.
Wow.
That sucks.
But you can attune as a bonus action. So you just need to deattune every whenever you
Nice.
Turn
need to
off your
rest.
phone before you go to bed.
Turn off my love light. Yeah.
And
that's all creatures, right?
all other creatures
Cannot take up. Cannot
within
cannot
300 feet of you while you are attuned to unknown. You can also speak, read, and write deep speech permanently, whether you are attuned or not. You develop 2 new personality quirks, which I will leave up to you to decide what those are.
Okay.
You can be as quirky or not with these personality quirks as you desire.
Okay.
And your appearance is permanently affected by this attunement as well. Your irises turn a grayish green, your hair to black, and your skin to an almost luminescent silver.
Oh
Creepy.
my god.
And
Ours is a grayish green. Hold on. Hair black.
I feel like Valkyrie's gonna have a new crush all of a sudden.
and
Hair black and my skin is silver.
yeah,
Glowy silver.
an almost luminescent silver. And you have 6 fingers on each hand.
Oh. Goodness.
course.
Oh boy, big bullet point. And,
BTW.
BT Dubs.
Oh, P.S.
now that's That's like that doesn't rely
Yeah,
on.
those are permanent changes that don't go away when you break attunement.
Okay.
Having attuned to the mace, these changes happen to you.
Okay, so not immediately.
No, immediately.
I mean, right now
He has
I
attuned to the mace.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Even when he breaks it, those changes have happened.
I still have 6 fingers, black hair, silver skin.
Okay.
It'll be fun when he comes upstairs.
I'm gonna say, you need to put a blanket over you so we can sleep when we're out camping.
I will
Duck
look at. Go ahead.
is literally jaw kind of a thing. And he just goes,
And I'll just feel my forehead.
oh, it's actually this really weird thing. You like hold your hand up and you see it like coming at your forehead.
I see I see my hand coming from my forehead,
You see it coming towards your forehead.
as if I had a
Third eye.
Yeah, something like that. But like you put your hand there and you kind of like feel something, but when you take your hand away and you like maybe like check a little more thoroughly,
Right.
like
There's nothing physically there.
no, there's just nothing there. It doesn't feel physically different at all. And then there's and then Duck kind of goes like, oh no, you know.
But
kinda
you know
thing.
what? Having done that, I will close my physical eyes.
Uh-huh.
Do I see anything?
Nope.
Okay. So that was
Yeah,
just
now
enough-
you try to do that again
And it doesn't happen?
It doesn't happen, you know.
That's odd.
Maybe try activating your true sight.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. I will,
And
as a
charge.
bonus action, I will. Oh yeah, spend it
As an
I get-
action.
I have
An
two
action
charges,
action.
so I actually have it. But that's the only thing I can do right now with the charge, right? It's just two.
Correct. Yeah, gain true sight up to a range of 15 feet for a minute, which is pretty great. It's the only thing you can do with the charges.
But I mean, you know, if there was another thing for consideration, which I might have later today,
Yeah.
depending upon something. Yeah, I'll activate the true sight.
And yeah, you feel
Something happened.
physically a luminescent green, same color as your iris's eye, open on your forehead.
And now I will. Well, here's an interesting thing. If I close my physical eyes, does the third eye close?
Um,
I'll try it. I'll like go with this with my fingers and close my two physical eyes.
it does not. I mean, like, are you thinking like I'm gonna close all of my eyes?
No, see, because I'm thinking that would close my if I had a true third eye.
You do.
Okay, so it
Physically, there is a
I
third
have third
eye on your
eye sitting there,
forehead.
and I look around the room. Do I see anything with my true sight?
Yeah, I mean, you see little veins of light running all over the room and beyond the room. You sense that they continue like a network, like a neural pathway almost.
I will look at them for just concentrate on them for a bit, and then actually I will tell Duck that I see that I can now see veins of light in the room.
Duck drops to a knee and gives a deferential bow in your direction. Chosen.
I will gently lift Duck up. Not necessary. It's the unknown that should be praised.
Right, but you are the avatar of the unknown functionally.
I pray he has chosen wisely.
I'm confident he has. Valkyrie.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, Valkyrie's going outside, and kind of steps away from the tower, and just starts pacing. Vash, you better, yep. Hi there. So here's no, okay. All right, Vash. You have now to lay it out on the, I don't care if you wondered all night. Okay? So did I. Mentally, So you have to. So okay, all right. So I'm just going to you have to lay it out. I want transparency here, Vash. You have now to tell me why I should, so interesting story. The whole thing we did yesterday didn't quite catch. But listen, be stern. You need to tell me why I should do this, Vash. You need to tell me why, right. Didn't quite catch that, but you reminded me yet again. Yes, you did mention something about today. It was a little vague, honestly. I need to know why I should do this. Why, right. Well, I do vague, okay? No, I'm not mentioning Todd, Vash. I haven't said anything about Todd. I'm not mentioning Todd. Vash, let me just lay this out to you. Okay, so a few days ago, yesterday? I don't know. You were throwing knives across the room with people that I like in it. You're erratic, Vash. Right. But you're not explaining to me why. You're not explaining to me why I should trust you with this power. Other than you're saying you can protect me from Todd. I'm not feeling threatened by Todd. Yes, you did. But you haven't been really upfront with that either. I had to pull it out of you, Vash. You have... I'm not saying that you're going to hurt me. Directly. But... Vash, I'm just getting a lot of people telling me that I shouldn't trust you. And... and I need to know why. Other than you saving my life, I don't know. I still feel like you're not completely upfront with me, and I never had this problem with my last quarry. Never, Vash. Never. Ever. Now that you are not the only person I can trust, Vash. All those people inside, Cethen. Sometimes Vaughan. Nathaniel, I'm a little iffy about. But, Ritz. So Cethen I can trust. For the past 4 years, yes. They have not known me as long as you do. Well, I think we've been through a lot together. Me and the other, I know that Cethen joined a coven. I know that, how she likes her coffee. What more do you need to know about someone? Vash. I just need something right now that will convince me that this is the right decision. Okay. Now that is uncalled for, and absolutely, she starts pacing again, and she goes to the door and kind of turns around. I am no one's. And marches into the tower and gets inside. Todd, I need the control room.
Door opens.
As soon as the door closes to the control room, do it.
Do what?
I'm ready to, whatever this is, whatever we're about to do, this whole thing. I'm ready to go.
Where would you like to go?
Oh, let me just. I'm ready for this whole thing that we discussed just a few minutes ago. I mean, it's been like maybe 20 minutes, Todd. This whole.
I was waiting for an hour to pass to hear back from you on.
I know you were. I didn't know how long it would take. It took a lot sooner than what I thought it would. So, yes, I'm good to go. Not anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I'm good to start. I'm good to initiate this.
I can take Vash then.
Yeah. You can.
Not forever, just for right now. A divider has to be drawn in order for their hold on you to be broken.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, you can take Vash now.
Okay. You feel that same kind of rush in your mind that you felt as Todd's gone through your memories before. And this time it feels like it pushes deeper into the very core of who you are. You can almost see it. These veins of white light burrowing into your consciousness. And this little tiny black speck becoming absolutely surrounded by them. And as that happens, you feel a blinding pain in your side, your scar. And then it's done. And you hear a clatter. You look down on the floor, and there is a black crystal.
She will pick it up.
Raw materials extracted.
What is that? What is this, Todd? What is this?
That, I'm assuming, is what killed you in your fall down the crystal cliff.
Mm-hmm. Yep, looks familiar.
Can you bring it to me?
She'll kind of turn around and look around. What? To the mouth?
Uh-huh.
She will step over to the mouth and put it in.
In a flash, it's gone. And then Todd say, open your hand. Here you go. And in your hand appears a key, a large iron key.
Oh, for a second I thought you said tea, and I was like,
tea,
a bag of tea.
Mint.
Great. Great.
No, it's a large iron key.
what does this go to, Todd?
Everything. Along the half of the key is the word essence. As a bonus action, you can switch essence's form between this form, a key, and I can type all this up for you later.
Okay. Okay.
And a +1 dagger.
Oh.
While in dagger form, if thrown, essence returns to your hand immediately after the attack.
Ooh.
While attuned to essence, you gain a +1 to your AC. While attuned to essence, you can cast the spell Incite Greed as an action without any components. And after casting, you have to roll a d6. If you roll a 1 through a 5, you can't cast it again until the next dawn. 6, you can cast it again that day. While attuned to essence, all holy water within 10 feet of you is destroyed.
That's awesome.
And
It should be interesting.
Todd says, here you go. Essence, the wicked key.
That's
Or Vash.
wonderful.
That's interesting.
At least you weren't unlocked.
So what did you say, Andrew?
At least you weren't unlocked.
Unlocked? What do you mean?
Well, the key was already in you and turning. At least you weren't unlocked.
Todd. So so I don't have Vash anymore. Like he won't be able to they won't be able to talk to me outside the tower?
Not for a while. But we are connected now. You can speak to me from wherever you are.
Oh, good, because I've never went a day without anything inside my head, and that would feel really weird to go too long without that. Wonderful. Okay. All right.
I can't wait to see the world outside.
I can show you the world, Todd.
Shining
A
It's
whole
shining.
new world.
It's shining and it's shimmering and it's splendid, Todd.
Delightful.
All right.
And at that moment, Seth will step into the control room.
Hey,
Seth, hey.
hey, how are you doing?
You
Surprised
just
to
see
see
Valkyrie holding a large iron key
Surprised to see
standing
you.
in front of Todd's face.
That's fancy.
Yeah, isn't it? She'll put it into her bag. Yeah. How has your morning been going?
Oh, it's good. I showed Commander Allian around, and I think we worked out that whenever we get the golems eventually, that Todd can at least speak through one of them, so that she and Todd can communicate about security things or whatever. So I think that'll work out okay, as long as hopefully she does take the job. I don't see her not taking the job, but she still hasn't officially said yes. So
Yeah, Yeah, I'm sure she will. I'm sure that she will accept the job. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't she?
She doesn't have anything else on offer right now.
Right. Right. And then plus she would see you.
You think that's a bonus? Yeah.
I would think it's a bonus. So
I'm sure we butted heads a lot with me growing up. I'm sure we will again.
well, that's you know, I
Just
mean,
FYI.
even I butt heads with my parents sometimes, so everyone does it.
Is that why they throw things at you? Your mom anyway?
Well, no, that's just my mom just likes, you know, she likes to she likes for me to she knows that I have good reflexes and she likes for me to practice because she does too, so she knows how important it is. So we kind of
okay, so like
that's something she
fitness
started
program kind of thing.
right when I was younger, just to kind of keep me on my toes. You know, because
Wild.
sitting at home sometimes you get a little lazy and you know, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. I was hoping we don't have to do it right now, and I don't know where Vaughn and Nathaniel and Ritz how they're feeling, but I was hoping we could have a Dominator meeting sometime soon, just to, I don't know, get everything figured out with any new stuff we want to do or what we want to do with all the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea.
You could pay off your debt.
I would
Or
really like
some
to
of
pay off
it.
the debt.
Yeah,
But
that would be good.
All of it?
I'd need to math a little bit, and
Yeah.
I do better with pen and paper for math. All of it would be great. Yeah.
You should probably know, Seth, that things have possibly changed with you know, my whole Vash, you know, the thing that I talked to, you know, that threw knives.
He throws stuff at you too. Yeah.
Right, right. That things have changed a bit with that, probably from here on out. Yeah.
So you gonna not throw knives anymore?
I hope
Or
not.
I hope not too.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I. Yeah. So instead of hearing Vash's voice, at least for now, I'm not sure if that will. But I'll apparently, and correct me if I'm wrong, Todd. But just repeating what you said, that I'll.
Always.
Comforting.
Great. That I will be in connection with Todd even when we're outside the tower.
Oh,
Correct.
that's cool.
Todd is helping me.
With Vash.
Yes.
So Todd is gonna be a leash for Vash while you're outside of the tower? Like, help him
Yes.
behave or something?
Well, yeah. Right.
Suppress him.
Right now, Vash is being.
Oh,
Hmm,
put in time out, it sounds like.
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Locked in the brig.
Are
No offense, Todd, are you okay with that? Valkyrie?
Yeah, I mean, I went with, you know, probably the best option that there was. I gave Vash a chance, and they, were a little weird and refused to, you know, they just haven't been that upfront with me about things. So I gave them the last chance, and they weren't upfront. So I decided that this was probably the best option for all of us. Well, and for myself, sure. But
Okay, well,
Yeah.
If you need somebody to yell at Todd for you, since nobody else could really yell at Vash, let me know.
We'll do. We'll do. Yeah, just so that you're aware. Mhm.
Okay, well, I hope that's better for you. Less violent at minimum.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Um, all right. Well, let's go and get the rest, and we can have our meeting.
Valkyrie,
Yes, Todd.
what's looking for hotties?
Wait, what?
Do I hear this as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Todd.
What's looking for
Where
hotties?
where are you getting these words? Where are you getting these words?
Your mind?
Okay. All right. Well, this is
Don't worry about it.
uncomfortable.
She doesn't need help with that part. She's got that part down.
I mean, Todd, if you do see any hotties like that I'm not seeing, maybe like hotties is in like,
Physically attractive.
let me just think
humanoids.
let me just think of my type right now.
I will keep a manifest.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, Todd. Already so much more helpful than Vash ever was. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, let's go and get our crew and we can have our little, meeting of the Dominators.
And we will end our session there. Not on too dramatic of a cliffhanger, although I'm very excited for Vaughn's reveal.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. It's like, how am I going to do this? Okay.
I love it. Oh, man. Anyway, thanks for watching Tower of Dreams. Players, who are you? Who you play? And favorite moment from the episode.
My name is Steph. I play Valkyrie. I was going to say I play Vash. That's not true. I play Valkyrie. And I don't know. I don't know what. I think probably my favorite part, besides all the dramatic stuff, was probably Valkyrie looking through the tavern for some interesting exotic people and not finding anything, and then just being like, well, there's always tomorrow. So yeah, that was interesting. Almost went to talk to the the mind flayer, but decided against it. Decided against it. So
oh man,
yeah,
so good.
All right, I'm Franco. I play Vaughan. Oh man, the whole Valkyrie dilemma. I mean, what are the it's a rather big hook this early on. Yeah, very interesting.
Early.
Yeah, we're only level 4.
Yeah, there weren't any other big hooks this episode at all.
Well, I don't know. I just see there's a distinct difference. That sort of just happened to Vaughn. This, Steph and Valkyrie had to make a big choice. So
That's true.
that's a more difficult thing to do.
Technically, Vaughn could have refused to commune with the hand. There's
please.
always a choice.
That
There
would
is
have been hilarious.
always a choice.
That's true.
It's not my fault Vaughn felt resigned to his fate.
No, more like curiosity, actually, more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for staying true to your character.
Yeah. Curiosity in the way that, what's happening? What's going on? Is this really going where I think it's going?
Now you are more than ASMR. Anyway.
I'm Madeline. I play Seth, and my favorite part was definitely God getting God powers. Vaughn getting God powers. Even more God powers. I'm super excited to be freaked out by how he looks like, and to maybe get to see his third eyeball peek out, and
Unless he waits a minute for it to close.
I'm sure
Yeah, he's going to be down there for a little bit. Yeah.
he's gonna try and put himself in order. knowing
Gloves. Do you have any gloves? I could double a finger in one of them.
No, he just doesn't want to. Yeah, that's an interesting
Stick to it
thing
together.
to think about for a week. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You have a whole week to think about it. Hi, my name's Andrew. I think I had lots of favorite moments. I think seeing Valkyrie pick Todd over Vash was very interesting. Because this whole time, Valkyrie's made excuse after excuse after excuse for Vash. And I was very interested to see if this was going to be a moment where that just kind of continued. Because that would have set Valkyrie on a very interesting trajectory. But this is also a very interesting trajectory, so I don't think there's any worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
that was
this
a good
is a little
moment.
bit less abusive relationship.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah,
I'm
There's
hopeful.
there's that too. Vash was a little bit of something else. Yeah. Well, that's that's it for the episode. We are done, and we usually have lots of D&D, and we have less D&D this week.
We do have less D&D. We do have, so no In Extremis tonight, unfortunately, but because Dan's still sick. And tomorrow evening, Vic cut off the Obsidian Scar because Dan's out, and then we have another person out. And it's for those that watch, it's a pretty pivotal moment in the story. So, but we're doing a special gaming stream tomorrow evening. So myself, Victoria, and Emilio are going to be playing Descenders, which is like a BMX, off-road, almost like Tony Hawk's Skater, but with bikes game. It would be like probably my first time playing co-op at least. So, but they've played it a lot. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night. So Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. That will be here on Madbird Streams. And then the Forsaken will be back on Monday, and hopefully, next week, of course, is the holidays, so we will be posting updates on like scheduling.
What will happen
as it goes. So, yeah, just stay tuned to our Discord for any updates.
Yep.
Yep.
The end. Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.